Welcome back to part 2 of creating an infographic with Mr. Tomball. Now I have changed my name, added a picture, changed the heading here of this section, added some new text to be custom to me, and the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to change this graphic here. I don't want to use the graph that they've already put in here for me, and so I'm going to click inside that box, and I'm going to click on backspace to delete that graphic. I do want to include something that's appealing to readers, and so that they really want to look at my infographic instead of just a bunch of words. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come to graphics. I'm going to click on shapes and icons. Actually, that's not what I wanted to do. I'm going to come to tools, and I'm going to click on maps. Now, maps brings up an entire world map. Now, I don't want to just put where I was from in the entire world. I want to make it a little bit smaller. I just want to use the United States. Now I have a map of the United States. Now, I also don't want to use all of the states because that would make my map really hard to read on my infographic. I want to only include the border states around Kansas, where I was from. I'm going to click on Edit This Map. It'll bring me to this screen. Now, what I want to do is I want to hide all the states that aren't bordering Kansas. To do this quickly, or to do this, I would click on a state, and then up here, where it says Hide or Show, I would click on Hide. As you see, Texas went away. Now, it would take me a long time to click on the state and click Hide on all the states that didn't surround Kansas. So to do this quickly, I'm going to hold down the Control key and click on all the states that I don't want to show. Remember, I'm holding the Control key down the entire time I'm selecting all of the states that do not border Kansas. Oops. As you noticed, I clicked outside of a state, and so it unselected everything that I had already done. So you might want to just do a few states and click Hide. And as you see, as you hide states, it makes your map bigger on what you want to actually show. Continuing to get rid of some more states and hide them away. Now some of these small ones are hard. So you've got to really be careful. Make sure it says the name of the state before you click it. Island, New Jersey. I've held down the Control key the entire time, so nothing gets unselected. Then I'm going to click on Hide, and boom. Now I've got just my border states. Now I want to change the color of Kansas to make it stand out. So I'm going to click on Kansas. Over here it shows it's selected. I'm going to click on color. I'm going to change it to my favorite color, red. I'm going to click on, now that I like that map, I'm going to click on Insert Map. By default, it'll just put the map in the middle of your work. So I'm going to click on the map. And I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. And I'm going to drag it right underneath my text about where I'm from. Voila! Looks good. Now I'm going to come down and look at my favorite activities. I'm going to change reading. I like reading, but I want to change this bar a little bit. So I'm going to click inside the bar, click on Edit, and actually I want to get rid of that bar. So I'm going to just delete it by having a black line, clicking the backspace. Now I've got these cool boxes with arrows, but I want to put some pictures in there with my favorite activities. I like reading, so I'm going to keep that one. And I'm going to put books, a picture of some books. And I kind of like, I like this picture. I'm going to drag and drop that picture, and now it's really big, so I'm just going to make it smaller and fit it in there. Make it a little bit smaller. There I go. I'm going to leave building Legos and traveling and see if I have any pictures to go along with these. This looks like a building. Now if you notice, I clicked on those pictures instead of dragging them, and they automatically put them in my work. That ruined what I was working on. So I'm going to click and drag and bring that back. Change the size and add it in. At this time, go ahead and add your own photos to your own favorite things.